Action. Hey guys. Well, teaming up here. My class knows me, Dr. Alsamadisi, and
My class knows me. I'm Mr. Heckman. We're two of the CLES teachers, and we are here tonight to teach me, a student like you, how to make a story map. I've never made one before. Here we go.
it's going to be the final project kind of template, and we'll just go over sort of in brief how to work with the platform. As you'll see, and we'll talk about in class, the Storymap platform allows you to integrate text, pictures, multimedia, and importantly, maps into a sort of like web page design. And so our goal is for you to find an ecoregion, and we'll provide a link in the assignment write-up where you can see all of the different ecoregions. I'm sorry, Mr. Heckman, is your class doing ecoregions?
Absolutely.
Perfect, cool. And you're going to make this page that sort of highlights this ecoregion. So first thing Mr. Heckman's going to do is he's going to go to arcgis.com. You might remember in the Sea Explorers that y'all met, there was a GIS specialist who came and talked. And so this is the a small part of the GIS platform. It stands for Geographic Information Systems, and it's all of the spatial data, or it's probably the most common, certainly the most common program to analyze spatial data. So you're going to sign in, you're going to have your logins prepared. Note that it's not at loomis.org, I think is a really important point for me to make. And then you press the big blue sign in button. So to make the platform, we have a required number of maps. And what you're going to do is you're going to make the map separate from the story map. So the first thing we're going to do is make a map that I think would be useful for all of y'all. And that is a map that shows where your ecoregion is. Okay, so we're here. Here's the home page. We love it. Purple, blue, awesome, cyan. Mr. Heckman, can you click on map for me?
Can do.
Okay.
Here it comes.
So if you've ever messed with like Photoshop before, you understand that like how to work with layers basically. And if you haven't, we first have the base map here, and the base map that Mr. Heckman has right now is I think it's Google, I'm not 100% sure, but let's for funsies change the base map. So Mr. Heckman,
Great.
third button underneath the plus sign right there says base map. We click it, and let's change it to maybe imagery hybrid, if that works for you. There we go.
Wow, looks kind of cool.
There you go. I mean, it's derived from satellites taking pictures of the Earth. That is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Um, so here we are. And Mr. Heckman, what ecoregion are you gonna pick? And can you zoom into an area?
Yeah, so we maybe could have fleshed this out a little bit more, but so I went to college in Minnesota, and I went to a school kind of in the prairie of Minnesota, Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota. And it was kind of at the intersection of three sort of distinct ecoregions. And so I'm interested in sort of exploring whatever ecoregion is right here. I guess I don't know exactly what the name of it is, but I would like to do whatever that ecoregion is. Can we do that?
We are, and we are going to do that.
Great.
Be awesome. So right now we have a base map. That's not a layer. It's just kind of the base. Hence the name, obviously. So let's go to layer, and then it'll make sense what a layer is. Can you go back
Okay.
to right
Yeah.
that top button and press add layer?
Okay.
And so the first thing you need to do is you have this drop down. It says my content. That's
Hmm.
for all the data that you upload. And my expectation is that our students will have uploaded nothing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was gonna say I have not uploaded
yes.
anything, so
So, but in addition, you can go to, if you go to ArcGIS Online, this is data uploaded by all GIS users and organizations available at our fingertips.
my cat is obsessed with Zoom, so she's gonna be here with me for 1 minute.
Which cat is this?
This is Mochi.
Hey, Mochi. Okay, so under search for layers, can we type in ecoregions? Oh,
No,
it's also,
it's already there.
have
Not
we done this before?
what? That's crazy. No, this is our very
Okay,
first time.
and scroll down actually.
What?
Uh,
I don't want to click on this first one?
no, you don't. You want to click on this one that says North American terrestrial ecoregions.
Okay, so everyone, when you do this, needs to click on this. I assume I hit this add button.
Yes.
Boom, I'm adding it. I'm adding this to my map. I'm going to add it so good.
And I'll make the quick note here, if you're picking something outside of the United States, totally feasible, and you could use that other one. We've just kind of practiced with this one.
Oh my
So
God, what did I tell you though? Looking at this, my college was at the intersection of, I guess it's really just two, but I went to
no,
school
no,
right.
it's three. It's three. They're different color greens.
They're different colors. I knew it. So I went to college right here in this
Wow,
pink.
wild.
That's crazy.
That is, what are the other two? Like, what's Rochester?
Um, so I clicked on this one over here, Eastern Temperate Forest,
Uh-huh.
Mixed Wood Plains, and then Carleton College is in the Western Corn Belt Plains.
So if I can just actually, this is a good time to bring this up. The ecoregions are nested within biomes. Sorry, biomes. And what that means, and I'll explain this here. Can you zoom out just a little bit,
Yeah.
Heckman? Okay. So much of the area, for instance, all that pink. Can you get on the eastern side of South Dakota? That like Pepto-Bismol pink? Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the name L1 is the Great Plains. So that whole region, all of that pink are Great Plains. But if you
I
click
see.
back onto the Carleton College ecoregion, we get to the Western Corn Belt Plains, which is the more specific ecoregion here. Okay.
Okay, so can I just pause really quick and sort of ask a question that like, so in our textbook, we'll have had a chance to do some reading about biomes as a whole, but maybe not about specific ecoregions. So
Yep.
like I could use this L1 data to say, okay, all of this is Great Plains and Carleton College is also in Great Plains.
Totally.
But specifically the ecoregion is at this L3 level.
Right, absolutely. And
Boom.
they're actually all ecoregions. We have the level 1 ecoregion, level 2 ecoregion, level 3
But
ecoregion.
they're nested. Got
Yes.
it.
And I think, I mean, I imagine, Mr. Heckman, I hope I'm not speaking out of line here, but I think we'd appreciate, and be okay with if you can only find information about, a greater scale, like the temperate prairies or the temperate plains,
Completely agree.
would be fine, especially if you provide that sort of information, that contextual information. Okay, so now we have a layer on the map. Love to see it. Let's just to make things a little bit neater on the top left. Do you see that arrow next to the left of the add layer text?
Oh God. Let
Left,
let
top left.
add this layer.
Exactly.
Click that.
Yeah. So now we have just your layers that you have, and you can click on and off that eyeball, for instance. Oop, there we go. Now we have it. Okay. Now there are there are a ton of these ecoregions, of course, and what you can do is kind of manipulate the data. So you're only manipulate's probably the wrong. Manipulate the data is not a great soundbite. So now everyone has it. Put it on your B reels. But you can sort of analyze and display different aspects of the layer. So on the right side, this properties pane that Mr. Heckman has. You have all of this. You can see all of the colors for each ecoregion, but we could also do things like filter the data. So
Oh, I love filtering.
yep. So there we go.
That looked like a filter. You didn't tell me about
It
that, but that looks
did. It exactly. The symbols work.
Add filter. Do I
And
add an expression?
you got it, dude.
Great.
And let's change it to well, let's actually go through this like, oh, what's happened to redrawing? Oh, this is a level 1 8 eco region. All of the green, if you zoom out.
Oh,
Right. So click on like Atlanta right now.
yeah.
And these are all eastern temperate forests as we know them.
Oh, yeah, that makes total sense
Yeah,
because Connecticut will be in this eco region too, won't it? Ah,
absolutely
look
right
at
there.
that.
Look, can we see our eco region?
Sure. Looks like in Connecticut we have
Mixed woodplain, northeastern coastal zone. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So we are now. Sorry, we're going back to college, Mr. Heckman.
yeah,
So
sorry.
that it's okay. I get distracted. So actually, if you zoom in, you actually see a really cool how it's kind of cut out of that little area you were talking.
That's where I went to college, right
That's
there.
you went to college. Can you try clicking on that? Yeah, so you see it's not displaying it, but it's
Yeah,
still like the footprint is there.
I
So
see.
let's what we're gonna do is change the expression so that instead of level 1, we're looking at name L3.
So go down name L3.
Yep,
Okay. So I assume we're going to be looking for Western Corn Belt Plains because that's what's over here in name
exactly.
L3.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'll replace
Place
that.
that. And then you'll see it come back up. You can search for the value, there's a ton of them.
Search for value. WESTRN CORN.
Yep, there we
What's
go.
plains? There's only one, and that's my eco
There it
region.
is. And now you can save it.
Save.
Hold on. It's gonna go. Okay, there we go. I don't know why
Yay.
it does that. Okay. So
Oh,
now we have
wow.
this map right here, and it's awesome. Okay. You can even label it if you want, Mr. Heckman. On the right side, you know which button it is. Can you guess? Yes,
Labels.
labels.
Totally clicked on that by purpose, on purpose, not just by dragging my mouse there. Okay, add label class.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Um,
And change this to instead of name L1, name L3 like we picked before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Replace Western Corn Belt Plains.
Right there.
Oh
Perfect.
my God, this is so cute. I made this map, y'all. Be jealous.
Okay, so let's zoom in, stay there. And now we have a map that's going into our story map. Okay, so we have one map down. Let's click that file on the left side in the middle of on the left side.
On the left side,
Yeah, right above the cog.
right above the, sorry. Oh, yep. Save and open.
Yep,
Click that. Save as.
as. And now it saves in your like online profile space. Save and see. There you go. It's an N Heckman at Loomis. Change the title, if you will, to like Eco Region Map or something. Oh yeah, there we go. Western. That's cool.
Save.
Yep.
Boom. So we don't need to use the tags or summary.
No,
Really,
you don't.
Cat? Can you stop?
So now it's been saved. So let's head back and open up a new tab.
Uh, do I
No,
use
no, no,
this?
not a new layer, a new tab on Chrome or whatever
Oh,
browser. Yeah.
boom. New window. Great.
And let's go back to arcgis.com.
ArcGIS.com. Okay.
And single sign in for ArcGIS sucks, so it's going to make you sign in again.
Are you for real?
While we're loading, I'll tell you ArcGIS costs users $4,000 a year. And we are lucky enough to have this free data ecosystem.
Yes.
Literally free, not even like the science department pays for it.
Wow, the colors are different now.
So now, that is weird. I did not know that happened. So now let's go to content.
I'm a content creator.
Here we are. Here we are. This was the goal. And so here we'll see the content that Mr. Heckman has. And you'll also see some of the earlier shots we had at the ecoregion map. But now we're going to make our story map file. So go ahead, go to create app.
Okay, create app.
And go to ArcGIS story maps.
The cat's automatic feeder is going off, so they're leaving me alone finally. I'm sure our students are going to be watching this. I mean, like, who are these guys?
I mean, I'm surprised that my YouTube channel doesn't get more like forwards and LOLs. So here is the whole platform for you guys to put all the information on your ecoregion, okay? And you can see there's the option to have a cover image. Well, we'll show you examples, of course, in class of story maps. But for right now, shall we give just a quick and easy title?
Yeah, so let's call it should I call it Western Corn Belt Plains?
Sure.
There's the reason I wanted to do Western Corn Belt Plains is because people really hate on the flyover states, and you know what? There's a lot of beautiful stuff in the Midwest. So here I am repping for the Western Corn Belt Plains.
Every ecoregion has its value. I feel you on the flyover states. And so I'm glad that we are providing this opportunity to highlight these corn belts.
Yeah.
It's not named because they're actual clothing item, right?
No. At least I hope not.
I apologize.
Yes. If that's
Yes.
the case, retract everything I said before this.
I am so sure that there is a corn belt somewhere. Anyway, let's get a map on.
So I don't need a short introduction or subtitle right now, but just to be clear, our students could like write a little something here to sort of hit one of our learning
I'll be
goals.
mortified if I don't see one, to be honest.
Okay, great.
So
They need
that was a strong, but whatever I said, what I said. So now here, if you'll see how the platform works. You'll have no trouble kind of figuring it out. The key is to press the green plus sign. Would you mind
that says tell my story?
Well, the tell your story is for text.
I see.
But
so the green plus sign, not the tell my story.
Yeah. So here's where you can embed all these different elements, one of which being a map. So go ahead, click map, Mr. Heckman.
I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Stop, look at it. It's our other map. Okay, but I like this one better. So I click this.
And actually it has you place it in space. You'll see. Hold on. You can like zoom in if you want. If it's perfectly zoomed in, then that's fine.
Is that good?
Yeah. Kind of looks like a dog. Like our deer.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay. So now you can place the map.
Great. Placed.
Feels like we're on QVC, right?
I've always had an interest, so this is great. Oh, wow.
And it's right there. Well, it'll take like a second.
Western Corn Belt Plains.
Right, totally. It's awesome. Okay.
Okay, great. I added my map.
Perfect. So now you can, of course, add some text here. You can add some pictures as you see fit. You can put a full image gallery or maybe a video. There are a lot of interesting uses of these various widgets. Actually, would you mind hovering over swipe for me? So like this is a cool like situation where you can do a nice swipe map, and maybe if your ecoregion, for instance, is under a lot of like human impact, there might be some cool utilization there. But right now, Mr. Heckman, would you well, I make the point that of course you integrate your multimedia as you see fit. But right now let's add a separator, because we'll just add another new map. Okay. And you'll see that you have the option to add in two different places. Okay. Let's go back to your content tab, Mr. Heckman.
So where's that?
On Chrome.
Over here.
Yeah, and let's go back and map.
this.
No, a new map. We're gonna make a new map.
We're going to make a whole new map.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
great. New item,
No, no, on the top you could do it actually.
map
Yeah,
up here.
you got it.
Whew.
You're killing it.
So, because a part of this is about some of like the organisms in the ecoregion.
Exactly, exactly. And I can't promise every single organism is going to be there's going to be data on it. But I feel very confident that in every ecoregion there's going to be useful spatial data on this. So we can make this one easy. And even though I'm picking a generalist species, let's go back and add another layer.
Okay. Search for layers. I know how to do this.
But remember, you have to change it from my content.
To ArcGIS Online. I'm ready for this.
Living
Heck yes.
Atlas also has a lot of cool stuff for what it's worth, and you should explore that on your own. Excuse me, but there's one quick
Oh, wait,
thing.
can I just pause you really quick right there? So what I heard you just say is that like I could theoretically look up whatever I want about anything and add these maps, and I can make a couple maps, and that's part of this project, right? Is like making a couple maps.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, great. So let's add another map.
And for whatever plug I can have, this could be like a new way that you hand in a paper. So fun. So can you zoom out just a little bit, Mr. Heckman?
Absolutely.
I just want to make sure we're getting most of the Midwest because there's a feature I want to highlight here. The filter button underneath search for layers?
Yep.
They made it look like no, that one? Yeah, can you click that? Okay, so flip this switch that says only show content within the map area. Okay, and now press X. Right above it. Now what this is when we search for data now, it's only going to show us layers that have information within our current view of the map. Beautiful thing. Okay, so now let's make it easy. Let's search for coyotes, which are literally everywhere. So it's not a great choice. But now you have community coyote reports. Right on the top. I guess there's more, but those look like, oh, they're from Oakville. Greenwood Tom. Now, I'll note that if you click on the layer, there's usually, so if you click on community coyote reports and scroll down to so these are all coyotes that have been reported to the Narragansett, which is in Rhode Island, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say
But
that.
it's national. It's national, even though must be where this is based. So if you add to map,
Let's see what happens. Come on, coyotes.
there we go. Now, I doubt this is for sure all coyotes, but here you have all coyotes that were cited. Again, I don't think this would be a great choice for your ecoregion, especially because you have like one or, only a handful of sightings. And you certainly can do a lot in terms of, if you go to, let's see, well, let's do one or two quick things. Go back on next to add layer and click on the layer. Or yeah, click those three buttons.
Okay.
And go to show table. No, the show table. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. So this is like the underlying data table. Can you turn to the right? Is there anything interesting we could?
Sighting time, name, closest street address, number of.
Okay. So for instance, you could change these dots based on one of the variables was like number of coyotes seen, And so there's like a whole range using the information of data that's provided that you can change this visualization. For now, we're keeping it easy. We can exit out of the table by pressing that X. But now let's like save this one.
Okay, so to do that, I go to the
Down.
file.
Yeah,
Boom. Okay, see, I'm learning.
you
I'm gonna
are.
call this
You're all.
Coyote.
Yeah.
Save the map. Now, does that title show up on my story map? So, like when I was looking at my
No.
Western Corn Belt Plains story map, I don't know if you see, but like eco-region map is what I call the file, and it's showing up here.
Oh, can you change that? Try double clicking.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
change it.
you can totally change that.
Cute as buttons, eco-region.
Yeah, you are. Or yeah,
Great.
it is. But you are. Okay.
So I saved the map.
You saved the map, and now you can head back to the story map.
So go to the story map.
And let's say you write a bunch of stuff about your ecoregion, you have your pictures, now you're ready to talk about your species. So click on that.
So I could add some text and be like, Carleton College is cool. I am a teacher at Loomis
Right.
Chafee, but the like finals relevant stuff. I'm just
Yeah.
practicing here,
Right, right.
and
And
then
while you're just practicing, if I may,
I know how to spell
right.
Chafee really quickly.
Yeah, highlight the text. And of course, now you can edit, you can change colors, you can change size, etc.
Okay,
Yeah.
recommended custom color. I'm gonna curate the crap out of this website.
Oh, I forgot to even show you. There's so many cool things to do. While we're in this mode real quick, we're gonna get back to our coyote map for sure.
Yeah.
On the top right, do you see the three dots next to public?
Yes.
Yeah. Go to story settings
Okay.
and oops, this is not what I meant. Sorry, exit out of this.
Okay.
Design, press the design button.
Design.
Yeah, here you can change if you scroll down to themes.
Oh,
Yeah, and there are maybe even more themes that I don't know about. Oh,
browse
create some.
themes.
But like, yeah, you could change to title, maybe.
Yeah.
That's probably a bad one for this,
Well, it's a little far from
yeah.
the tides, but you know what?
Oh, the
Oh, this is
flyover thing.
cute though.
Yeah, so now you can
Okay.
change that.
So wait, really quickly, how did they get there again? Oh, the design button.
And button, yeah.
And I just click in and out of
Yeah,
design and that opens it.
exactly.
And what is the like, does the cover matter side by side?
You can try changing it. You'll see.
Oh my
So
God.
before the picture was on the top, now would be a case where can you exit out of this tab
Yeah.
or the design, yeah. So now would be the case that a picture of like the prairie would show up on the right.
Oh my God, that's aesthetically pleasing.
Totally, totally. Great. It would be a great move. And maybe like, you'll tinker, you could show your class, they're gonna love it.
Okay, great. I already feel so
So
much more confident and I'm not even BSing you. Okay, we need to add the coyote map. So to do
yeah,
that,
let's add the coyote map. So
wait, I want to do a post separator because we added this separator.
yeah.
So plus map coyote.
Hmm.
Am I zoomed in well enough on this map to show what I wanted to show?
Well, it's a question you want to ask. It depends maybe on if you're focusing on the coyote there, or you're like, oh, I can talk about the coyote everywhere, and maybe you do show the national map.
Okay, so I'll show the national map just
Okay.
because you said it was okay. Place map. Do you hear
And
these door
like,
slams? This is what I live with in Taylor. They slam the door. They don't know how to close it quietly. Study hall's about to end. It's gonna be so noisy.
well, Charlie Chen will hear this in my class.
Right.
He will bring this to his residents, I hope. So now, and just for whatever it's worth, and I think by the way, like if you scroll up a little, like if you press the cog there, by the way, the kids have yeah, the cog over here, the kids have no idea what a cog is, but it's like a part of a machine.
Yes.
So like, and scroll down a little bit. Like you will be able to change like right now the fact that floor. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Sorry, hold on. There must be a different button. Hold on. Oh, press the pencil. This will bring you back to that screen. And Mr. Heckman, that thing that you did to Florida would like make me go crazy. There we go.
Okay. So, oh, right. So I excluded Florida.
Yeah, or like you cut it off and it was just like my.
Yeah, that no, like this
Now
is
we're
not
only cutting
a
off the Yucatan
commentary.
Peninsula, and so
Yeah, it's
somehow
not
that's
a
less
commentary
jarring.
on Florida. Sorry. Okay,
If
so Coyote.
and just to note, if you click on one of those red dots,
Wait.
coyote sightings, yeah.
Okay, so if I click on one of the red dots, no way.
You have
Ian
right.
Williams
This is
found
why
this
it's
one.
kind of a cool thing, right? You can like explore the data, and you're providing this page to host this data.
Oh no, it's
Oh, wow.
injured.
Sure.
Wow. Okay, this is what happens when you have two people live looking at data. So here's one in Iowa, Western Corn Belt Plains. Sarah Titus on this one at 1 a.m. What are you doing at 1 a.m.?
Juvenile coyotes.
All right.
On the highway. She reported this. Wow. So those are the map situations. I have total confidence that our students will be able to kind of replicate this, mess around with the system, and figure it out. I think it's really intuitive. I honestly think this is my bold move, or my bold statement, that like these will overtake papers in the near future because of your ability to integrate pictures, multimedia, etc. You
Yeah,
have
I'm thinking about how I could use this for my grad school final project. So, when they're done, they would hit the publish button.
Yes, so they click publish, and then they would click under private.
Yep.
Okay.
People in
So
my organization.
yeah, people in your organization. I have it set so even if they think that it's shared widely, it's only going to go to people in the organization. So it'll require a login, but then when you're all set, ready to submit, you can send the link through that way.
Okay, great. And I could hit publish on this just to.
And it'll do this story. I'll figure this out.
Yes, share these
Oh
items.
yeah, share these
Boom.
items. Okay.
Boom. It's late.
I
We're
hate
just.
red
I
text.
published my story.
So really fun. We're gonna see some awesome story maps. I can't wait to explore data.
Thanks so much, Doc. This
Absolutely.
was a really big help.
I'm glad we could help, and I'm sure that these are going to be really awesome projects. Any last questions or statements?
Nope. It's been great.
All right. Well, follow me on YouTube.
Don't follow me on YouTube.
Actually, don't follow me on. I mean, it's just a bunch of videos of me showing how to use ArcGIS and R. So you do with what you will with your free time. Okay. Bye, Mr. Heckman.
Bye.